Giga Chikadze is the real deal. That was an incredible, incredible performance. For the first time ever, I think I'm going to say the sentence, Edson Barboza was slower than his opponent. Giga Chikadze out-Barboza'd Barboza. The leg kicks, the jab, the lateral movement was so crucial to this fight. He was just absolutely class. So a lot of the fight was Edson Barboza trying to put pressure on Giga. He successfully put pressure on him for sure. He put him against the cage multiple times, but the movement of Chikadze was so good that every time that it was about to be dangerous, he moved, he evaded, he got out, he got clear, landed a low kick, landed the Giga kick, that left liver kick, or absolutely just clipped him with that right hand, which was the finishing shot. Get into that. Edson did do a lot of good stuff in the fight. That he really hurt him with some calf kicks, and Paul Felder obviously commentating it, who knows better than anyone how painful those calf kicks are from Edson going to war with him as he did. It really did show when Giga immediately switched stances. He was like, I'm not having this. Switched stances, landed his own low kicks, landed his own body kicks, and even up top went high a couple times. He really does mix up the kicks so well. It was almost like a high-level Taekwondo fight a lot of times. But in the third round, he catches him with that right and then absolutely just pushes him against the cage, lands another one, and you see Edson do the chicken dance into the cage wall and just falls down completely. He tries to follow it up, and Edson is still alive there. He grabs the heel, he holds him, and he's just trying to secure that heel and just be like, no, I'm not giving in. And Chikadze does a great job, slips the heel out, lands back on him, and actually goes for an anaconda choke. And I was quite surprised at that. I thought he was just going to absolutely try and dominate on the ground there for a second and get the finish. But he went for an anaconda choke and then switched it to a dance, and then realised, you know what, Edson knows his shit. I'm just going to pull out. And he pulled out, let him stand back up and clipped him back down again. Standing, finish. It was a great finish. Edson obviously is a bit in the moment, that he probably felt it was a bit premature, but it definitely wasn't. It was an absolutely perfect finish. What more could Edson do in that fight? Maybe be a bit more active, maybe throw some more hands. I thought Giga used his hands a lot more than Edson in it. I think the kicks, by the second round, Barboza was looking a bit more planted. He kind of does that thing where Giga's doing lateral movement and Edson just stands stationary. He plods forward very slow, less energy using. Giga by the 4th, 5th round might have been down on energy. He might have been. We don't know that. I don't think he would have been, personally. But he might have been. And that could have been a game plan going for Edson. Maybe just land what he can in the early rounds and maybe not burn the gas tank out as he's gassed before in fights. But it was at lightweight. This obviously is at featherweight now. And how he makes that weight class is beyond me. The most shredded man ever. So what is next for Giga Chikadze? He's called out Max Holloway. Now, I think Barboza was ranked 9 and Chikadze was ranked 10 in that fight. There's a lot of people in between him and Max Holloway. Max Holloway, to me, should be the champion right now. He beat Volkanovski in that second fight. Bad judging, in my opinion. Some people disagree, but I really do believe that. So he wants, arguably, close under Aldo for me, the greatest featherweight of all time. So he wants one of the greatest featherweights of all time. I think he might get him. If not, there's some wicked fights at this class because he's on a 7-fight win streak now. What about Yair Rodriguez? What about the Korean Zombie? There are some fights here. What do you guys reckon for the fights he can have? Edson, I'm not sure what's going to take him. He's there's no shame in losing to an up-and-comer like Giga. He's absolutely class. And there's so many more fights for Edson down the road. But right now it's all about Giga. And for me, I think Max might be pushing it. He wanted either that or the reserve title shot. He's not going to get that. There's no chance he's going to get that. But Max Holloway, there might be a possibility, but it's down to Max, I think, more than anybody, more than Dana White. I think Yair, I think Korean Zombie, I think those sort of fights are up there. He wants the best of the best. He said he's not settling for, like a 7, 8, 9. He's not going to be doing that anymore. He wants a top 5 no matter what now. And I think he's going to get it. So what is next, guys, for Giga for you? Did you love that fight? Do you love Giga? Awesome for me. Another Georgian. There's like 4 or 5 now on this list in the UFC, and they're all quality fighters. I loved him. Let me know, guys, in the comments below who you think he should fight, what you thought of the fight, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.